Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thought I'd go live here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thought I'd go live here today, share a couple cool things. I'm doing this from my laptop, and I'm never quite sure how to share it from here and tag some of you in. So if you jump on, do me a favor, tag or do a quick share with somebody else. Um, Man, what a great morning. There's somebody with a little lemonade stand, and I love these kids starting out with lemonade stands. I wonder where it gets broken though. Like, where do they start with a lemonade stand and then all of a sudden they forget that they could like set up right in front of their house and make money, and then all of a sudden they get all these other stories inside their mind on how, money's gonna get made and stuff. But they had a charity, which I thought was really cool. Big lesson for a lot of you business owners out there. Not only did they have Buy Lemonade, they had a charity. I think it was Field of Dreams and Field of something and Make a Wish Foundation. So I thought that was really neat for whoever parents helped them or somehow they came up with that idea that not only are they going to get, they're going to give too. So I was able to make sure if you join, type in talk to me there. So the charity part was stickers. So I told them each pick a sticker for me. So the one person picked this sticker, which is like this spaceship guy with a skateboard and a remote control. So I thought that was cool. And then the other girl picked this sticker for me. My wife says it could be Japan because that's one of the trips I want to go on there, and it's an airplane. And so I think there's definitely was big lessons there to learn from these young kids. They must have been probably 10 years old, maybe a little younger, that they're already working to make money, which will go into the subject that I want to share with you guys. They're already learning how to make money. They're already understanding contribution and giving back, which means they're light years ahead of even some adults. They're decades ahead. And so that was nice to see. The other thing I want to talk about is subject. My wife and I were talking about this on the bike ride that we did the other day. Oh, excuse me. All right, sorry about that. We're not going to edit that out. We're just going to leave that right there. We were on a bike ride and we were talking about so many people feel they're owed things. Like they're owed, like their parents pass away and they're owed things. They're owed their house and their bank account. And hey, Mark, and they're owed the things that their parents bought. And like, you're owed nothing. You are owed absolutely nothing. The world owes you nothing. The government owes you nothing. People owe you nothing. But you keep waiting, maybe not you, some people keep waiting to be handed the win like they're owed. Well, what if you just flipped it and said, you know what? I'm the creator of my own economy. What if you just flipped that on the head and said, as of today, I will become a creator. I will stop waiting for people to put opportunities right in front of me. These kids could be inside. I'm sure it's pretty warm out there. They're on the shady side, but my wife and I just did a walk, and man, it's toasty. But they're out there. They're sitting there, right? Let's just look at how amazing these young kids are. They had this set up. They could just be up the beach playing, watching TV. They then, as people walk up, they have to ask people, would you like to buy some lemonade? So they have to communicate. Now, I hope that never leaves from them, which I don't have the one book here, but every time I go to a lemonade stand, I always share with my wife, like, I am going to give them money, right? I always give like $10. I'm like, I don't need the lemonade because I don't drink lemonade. I don't do the sugar like that. And I'm like, here's $10. I told them, split it up any way you want for your charity. And then here's one of my books, Mind Power. And to help you in your future and gain more money and wealth and everything, this book's for you. So read this book. Now, I don't know if they read the book or not, but it doesn't matter because it's mind power. And the fact that they grab the book and just read the title Mind Power makes it start to click for them that their mind is powerful. But they're not sitting there. They're not owed anything. Their ass is out there. It's Sunday, where most people are sitting, doing nothing, trying to recover. They're not planning. So much to learn from that. Think about in your life where you felt you were owed something and you didn't get it. Well, what happened then? And think about a time in your life when you were like, I'm not owed nothing. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get billed. I'm gonna go change things. I believe this one way of thinking, if you could just get past that. And I get it because you're brought up in a world where, your parents might have told you you're owed. You think the utility company owes you. You think the government should do certain things for you. The day I made a decision and said, you know what? I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop. Well, I went to unemployment. Okay. I was on unemployment. And I went to the meetings. Now, some of you don't know this because they just hand out money for nothing, right? Which I think if they want to fix that, if you can't get a job without being drug tested, sure the hell you should not get free money from the government. But that's a story for another day. So back then, this has got to be 30 years ago. I was in my 18, 19, somewhere around there. And you went to unemployment, you had to wait in a big long line. They shoved you in a room. If you could relate, type relate. They shoved you in a room. You were in there with people that you clearly were like, wait a minute, am I this? Am I a handout person? I need this to survive? When there's somebody on TikTok shaking their butt, making $1 million a month, like, do I need, now they didn't have that then, but do I need to sit in this room? And I made a decision. I am going to get off this thing as quick as I can. Like, I do not want to be on this unemployment thing. I want to create, take my destiny in my own hands. I do not want to sit in this room. Now, today, you probably sign I don't even know, sign a paper and go in. I've been my own business owner since, well, before 20. I was my own business owner because I knew if you want to win, take your own destiny in your own hands and stop waiting for someone to say they owe it to you. The difference between someone who can build empires and someone that can only build a little clay hut is their thinking. It's their ability of willing to change their identity, the ability to go to the next level, the ability to stop resetting back to what they did. What would a reset look for me? Well, if I went and started pulling wires and attics again, because I was an electrician by trade back then, I'm not an electrician by trade now. I was an electrician. But if I go back, start pulling wires again, well, guess what happens? I'm repeating the circle. I'm just repeating the cycle. That's all I'm doing. And a lot of people they don't even know how to go next level because they invest in so many things. They never invest, I believe, in the thing that shakes up all things, because what you have to face your new reflection, right? That's why we're doing Seekers of Power in Connecticut. I think we have 3 seats left. That's it. It's 65 people. It's in the middle of the woods. It's in a private home. There can only be 65 there. And we have like 3 spots left. And it's called Seekers of Power for a reason, because people are lost. They lost their passion. They lost their purpose. They lost, like, do I love what I'm doing? But I'm afraid to get out of what I'm doing because I don't know what I want to do. So paralyzed by fear. So what do? They're like, oh, you owe me. So you should make sure my business and you owe me. And guess what? The people that feed you, I remember I had a dilemma. Me and my partner back then at CEO Warrior, we had a dilemma. And they came out with this PPP money or whatever, right? And we could have got $250,000 from this money. I think it was about $250,000, 200,000. And I turned around and me and Rob had a conversation. I was like, I don't want it. We don't need it, and I don't see ourselves needing it. I don't want it. So, but someone else is going to need it, and if they run out of it, well, maybe someone who really needs it, not because they got the money and they went out and bought a fucking boat or something with it, and then they ended up in the same back cycle because you thought you were owed, you were given a win, but you didn't know how to manage the win. You didn't change your habits, behaviors, and patterns. You ended up right back. Give me a boom if you could relate to this, right? The cycle just comes on back again. So you never step in the moment where it's like, I'm going to just change, shift, because it's not that easy. You just don't make a decision today and go, I'm changed. It doesn't work that way. It's a series of decisions to get rid of and collapse anchors in the subconscious mind and then the energy level, and there's so much more. That's why it's called seekers of power, because you want to step into your next level power of yourself. And I don't have all the answers, but I have a bunch of answers. When you build 2 high 8-figure companies, when you exit companies, when you have hundreds of employees, you manage hundreds of things, and even now we have a company that takes equity in companies. We got Food Dog where we do specialty trainings, events. We have membership programs. We have 2 other companies. I can't share those 2 that are coming up. I mean, I have a whole bunch of companies and a life by design. So I know people think like, oh man, Mike, you sold the companies. It's probably easy. No, it's just different. It's never been easy. It's never been hard. It's always been different. I'm running multiple businesses right now and going for a walk with my wife and going for bike rides. Why? Because I learned how to do it different, not stay in the realm of difficult. Tell me what you're picking up, everybody in the chat bar. I learned how to make things different, not difficult. And all of you can do it. All of you can do it. Why do you ever go hang out with somebody who's actually did it? I'm not talking about these puppeteers, these puppets out there today that are saying they did things, they never did it. You got people teaching business, never even owned a business. People teaching business, they failed. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the thing you want to know from somebody that did that you want to do, or they found a way to get past something that you want to know how to get past. It's knowing what I know now. What would I do different? Not what you do different. You want to know what I would do different. Why? That saves you decades of pain and suffering. You want to ask questions, knowing what you know now about building something, knowing what you know now about having 200 employees, knowing what you know now about building culture. All of that stuff. I mean, our one business has 17 team members in it. So we understand culture. We understand making sure that they have a lifestyle where their lifestyle's so good that they just want to work so hard and they're so proud of their work. So that's what I want to share. You're owed nothing. But I did want to tell me which book. If you respond quick enough, otherwise I'll pick one. We got this one. The Money Cure book is out. Superhuman book is out. Human Engineering book is out. And I'm still waiting to finish my book. The 10th Pillar. The 10th Pillar. I wrote a book called 9 Pillars. You could go buy that. I gave up the rights to that book when I sold CEO Warrior, but it's still an amazing book. So there's a whole series of books that I wrote when I was at CEO Warrior. And if you're a business owner, you should go on Amazon. You should buy every single one of those books. And if you're in the service business, you should check out what they're doing at CEO Warrior, especially if you're struggling. If you know that you have to get your mind right in order to scale anything, you got to scale yourself. Well, then you might want to check us out at Food Dog Group. If we're a fit, cool. If not, no big deal. So which one should I pick? I feel like I should, we'll do this. Okay, the backs are the same on these things. So let's do this and boom. Which one do we get? Human Engineering. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Just going to do a little flipping through. The one quote in here is, with true information, we can make new decisions. Oh, wow. That's really good. That is really good. Oh, unfinished business. All right, let's read this, everybody. This is on page 30. Unfinished business. I am in control of my own life and my own destiny. Ask yourself if you truly are, or if somebody else is part of the control of your destiny. Oh, that's good. It's running right into the theme, nobody owes you nothing, right? I could die right this moment with no regrets. I am doing what I want when I want. How many of you are doing what you want when you want? I am really optimistic about the future. Well, that's true for me, but not true for a lot, right? There is nothing I am dreading or avoiding at this moment in time. Like, this is all about, like, how are you feeling in this state right now? I have a plan in place to succeed in all that I do. That's called reverse engineering, right? You reverse engineer your health. your business, your life, everything. I am implementing my plan. I'll share with you, like, I already got my Monday plan all dialed in. It's about 42 items, maybe about 37 items on that. It's already done. Why? Because you can only implement at the speed of what you have planned, right? And most people, you know the phrase, fail to plan, plan to fail. Most people will go to bed tonight and start Monday without a solid, executed, reverse engineered plan. All right, uh, three more here. I have the energy and drive to succeed. Ask yourself, is that true for you? Or do you have fatigue and burnout? I am not afraid of making mistakes or failing at things. If that was true, type in the chat bar, what's one big decision you made? What's one big decision you made? Also, while we're on the subject, I did a great post the other day. I'd love to hear, like, why have you not partnered with somebody? And a bunch of people responded to it. But if any of you are looking for a partnership of some kind, private message me. I am not in the service industry, at least not at this moment. I'm not partnering in any plumbing, HVAC, or electricals. I have some restrictions there. But if you are looking to partner with somebody and you don't want to sell your soul to some firm or some agency or something out there, PM me. I got some really good people in my world. I'll make a connection for you. If it's a fit, cool. It's people I trust that they're not going to suck your energy and suck your soul, and one day you wake up with regrets. If it is something else in the world outside the service industry, you own something and you're looking for possibly a partner, hit me up. We'll have a conversation. I'm not here to sell anybody anything. If it's a fit, I only want to partner with people for a couple of reasons. Reason one, you don't know how to do it yourself and you want to get there quicker. Reason number two, you want to exit so you can create legacy wealth. And reason number three is the main reason: when you get there, you want to give back, just like this. I don't expect anything from you guys. It's Sunday. My wife's waiting for us to go have breakfast, but I just want to give back to everybody. Hey, Travis, good morning. Doing my best, and the best is yet to come. Boom. All right, let's do the last one here, number 10. I am now ready to give it all that it takes to succeed. I am now ready to give it all that it takes to succeed. So, cool. You can look on Amazon. I'm pretty sure these are out already. Human Engineering, Superhuman, and The Money Cure. If you're not have the money you want and understand how to manage money, and you're stuck in the money cycle of, like, always feeling behind, you don't know how to become debt free. The thinking inside that book is how I've been debt free, me and my wife, since we're 28 years old. So I'm level 53 now. So you do the math. That's a lot of years to be debt free. And I believe inside that book has the exact thinking to help you kind of like shift and change to do that. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. Type in what you took away. Do me a favor. If you got value on it, will you share it? And will you tag somebody that needed to hear this message? Otherwise, boom. I'll see you on the next one.